all of you to another Friday VOOV meetings. Okay, today is Friday night. I'm sure a lot of people is actually out for happy hour time, but some of you still join us for a meeting. Thank you for joining us. And basically today what I'm going to do is that I'm going to share with you one of our key products, which is the IM laser. I'm going to explain to you the technology itself and of course how actually does IM laser works. At the same time, I will be also explaining to you how exactly this IM laser can help us in terms of regaining our health, increase the energy level, and all the things. Okay, so for the next maybe 1 hour plus, I will be sharing with you. And of course, if you do have any questions later on after the presentation, there is always a Q&A session for you to inquiry about anything that you are in doubts. Okay. Well, now let us start first. Let me just share with you my PowerPoint first. Just give me another 10 seconds for me to. Okay. Now, the first question I always ask a lot of people is, if you look at this IM laser, the picture on the screen, what is your first impression? What does this looks like to you? Now, for a lot of people, for the first impression, what does IM laser looks like? They always say it looks like something like a watch. Okay, some even say it looks like a sport equipment in which you wear on your wrists, and when you do exercise, you want to know what is the calories that you have burned, or even what is your heartbeat. Some even says this IM laser looks something like those 15 years ago, those computer games for kids. But in actual fact, to be more specific, the IM laser is not what we have mentioned just now, but rather it is actually a 3-in-1 household medical device. Now, IM laser is actually, to be straightforward and to be more specific, IM laser is actually a 3-in-1 household medical device with an integration of Western cold laser technology plus the Eastern acupuncture treatment plus the magnetic therapy. Now, in terms of cold laser technology, if you ask Malaysians or Asians, if you ask 10 of them, out of 10 of them, 9 of them might tell you they never heard of what is this technology all about. Okay, but in actual fact, the cold laser technology is not a new technology. 15 years ago, 50 years ago, not 15, 50 or 60 years ago, the US already started using this technology for treatment. It's just that we Asians do not know much or do not hear much about this technology. The US are actually the pioneer in this cold laser technology. Now, the first group of people from US that use this technology for treatment, they are actually from the US NASA. As you know, the astronauts, they always go to space and they stay in the space for a certain period of time due to different gravity, different environment. Whenever they came back to Earth, they always encounter a certain changes in their body condition. That is when the US NASA is actually the first group of people that came up with this cold laser technology to help to treat the astronauts in terms of their body condition. Now, the second group of people from US, they use this technology for treatment. They are actually from the US Olympic team. As you know, sportsmen tend to encounter injuries. Now, when you have injuries, definitely you will have pain. You will have swollen issue. That is when the US Olympic team actually use this technology to help to treat their pain as well as swollen issue. Only in year 2001, the US FDA officially recognized this cold laser technology can be used for medical therapeutic purpose. Now, if you talk about today in Europe, in US, this technology is very widely used, not only by the public itself, but in the hospital as well for treatment. That is why the cold laser is actually not a new technology. But how come this technology has been proven in US by the medical doctors, at least it can deal with 80 types of health issue? How exactly does it help us? I'm going to do a brief explanation on that for you all. But in order for us to understand how actually does this technology works, we have to go back to the fundamental of our body to start understanding. Now, we all know that in our body, the most important thing is actually the cell. Why? If you talk about the cell itself, if you talk about even the tissue, the organs, your whole body system, even your whole body is actually made up of cell. Now, basically, I always tell people if anyone with all the cell inside your body is actually healthy, all are healthy, you will live healthily as well. On the other hand, if all the cells inside your body are damaged, are having a lot of problems, then in long term, it can create a lot of health issue for you. Now, in our body, there are actually more than 200 over types of cell, okay? All these cells has its own individual functions, okay? Okay, let me just give you some example. Your red blood cell is actually one type of cell. It has its own function of carrying oxygen, nutrients throughout your whole body as well as carry your toxic out. Okay, even your brain has its own brain cell, has its own function as well. Despite in your body, there are so many types of cell, all has its own individual functions. There is one thing in common for all these cells, and that is regardless of what type of cell it is inside your body, all your cell inside your body will need this energy called adenosine triphosphate to sustain its function. In other words, all your cell will need this ATP energy to do its job properly. Okay, even today, if you are a very health conscious guy, you take a lot of nutrients for your health, but inside your body, if it is without this ATP energy, your cells still won't be able to function well. Now, in actual fact, our own body actually produces this ATP energy every day. But as time goes by, you will realize that this production of ATP energy is getting lower and lower. Okay, and one of the key indicators is actually your energy level is getting a lower. And of course, how does this ATP energy produce daily inside your body? It is actually through a simple process of, just give me a second, the computer hang a bit, okay. It is actually through a simple process of photosynthesis as well as cell respiration. We know that everything begins with light. The sunlight will give the light energy to the plants. The plants, together with the light energy, together with the water and CO2, the plant will start to make food. Now, who in terms will start to eat all this food? We human beings or living organisms. For example, if you are talking about eating rice today, when rice goes into your body, automatically all this rice will be converted into glucose. And your glucose will be break down by the insulin produced by your pancreas. And once it is broke down, energy will be released and it will be absorbed by all the cells inside your body. Now, in each individual cell inside your body, it contains a lot of this sort of like peanut shape of things. We call it the mitochondria. The mitochondria is actually the powerhouse or the battery for your cell. Now, how do your own body produce this ATP energy? Every day, it is actually through the food that you eat, broke down, absorbed by your cell, and through the cell mitochondria, it will start to produce all this ATP energy to be supplied throughout your whole body for the function of your cell. This is how your own body produces this ATP energy. As I mentioned earlier, as time goes by, you will realize that the production of ATP energy inside your body will be getting lower and lower. And one of the main causes of the low production of this ATP energy is actually due to all these factors. The environmental pollution factors, and also, of course, your diet, the food, the types of food that you eat, and the more fried food or things like that, the more it will damage your cell. And of course, personally, I would think that the main factors that affect the production of ATP energy today is actually your lifestyle. Now, let me just just give you some example. How many of you are using handphones? I'm sure majority of you are using handphones every day. Some even use 2 or 3 handphones per person. And of course, another good example is that how many of you actually sleep every day at 10 p.m. every night? Okay, and at least every night sleep for at least 7 hours per day. I'm sure a lot of them are not doing that. Now, a lot of the times, because of all these factors that lead to the damage of your cell, and if your cell cannot quickly start repair by itself, then in long term, it actually affects the production of this ATP energy inside your body. And once the production of ATP energy is getting lower and lower, what will happen? As I mentioned just now, once the production of ATP energy is low inside your body, the first thing you will realize that is that your energy level is low as well. At the same time, without enough ATP energy, your cell won't be able to function well. Then in long terms, it affects your organs performance. Okay, once your organs performance is affected, all the aging, all the health issues start to crop out. Okay, on the other hand, if you can continuously maintain the production of ATP energy high inside your body, what will happen? Number one, definitely you will feel very energetic. Number two, with sufficient ATP energy, your cell function is optimum. That means all your cell will be able to function well. Let me just give you some simple example. If there is sufficient ATP energy inside your body, your new cell will be growing well. If there is sufficient ATP energy inside your body, if there's any damage to your cell will have enough energy to start quickly repair by itself. Now, with sufficient ATP energy inside your body, your cell absorption is even better. Now, if your cell performance is very good, what will happen is that directly it will actually improve your organs performance as well. That is why for those people who are having high level of this ATP energy, these are the people who are going to feel youthful, energetic, and healthy as well. Okay, so we know that as time goes by, this production of ATP energy is getting lower and lower inside your body. Now, the next question is, how do we restore this production of ATP energy? There are actually a lot of ways. And one of the ways is actually to do what? Okay, one of the best way is actually today you are living all in towns and cities. Now, the best way for you to restore the production of ATP energy is actually move yourself deep into the forest. Stay inside the forest. Why? Because inside the forest, there's plenty of green, oxygen oxygen level is very good, and there's no pollution. At the same time, in the forest, you don't have the choice of a luxury of choosing your food, such as chao kui tiao and all these things. That is why inside the forest, you have to eat anything that is grown naturally inside the forest. And at the same time, in the forest, if you want to travel from one place to another place, you have to walk. Walking is exercising, okay, exercise. That is why if you really stay inside the forest for a certain period of time, I can tell you the restoration of your production of ATP energy will be very fast and complete as well. But of course, even though this is one of the way, it is not practical. The other much easier, simpler way is by using this device called IM laser, the one that we have mentioned just now. Or what exactly is IM laser? What does IM stands for? IM actually stands for integrative medicine. As I mentioned just now, IM laser is actually the integration of Western cold laser technology with the Eastern acupuncture treatment plus the magnetic therapy. Now, whenever you wear it on your wrist and on your nose, one of the key functions of this IM laser is actually to help your body to restore the production of ATP energy. And once the ATP energy is restored, you have abundance of this energy, all your cell will actually start to restore its function, inclusive of self-growth, cell repair, as well as cell absorption. Now, of course, I did mention here acupuncture as well. Now, this actually quite a lot of people confused. They always ask, oh, you know, you talk about the acupuncture treatment. Where does the acupuncture comes from? The only thing always we remember when we talk about acupuncture, the first thing we always remember is the needles. Now, if you look at this IM laser, there's no needles in there. Now, where does the acupuncture comes from? How does the acupuncture works? And of course, some even ask me, if you want to use this device, why do you need to wear it on the nose? Why not only the wrist, but you have to wear it on the nose as well? There's a lot of reason. Let me just explain further. Where does the acupuncture comes from, and why do you need to wear it on the nose? Now, first thing first. Now, if you want to wear this IM laser, you have to wear it on your wrist as well as nose. First thing first, on the left wrist instead of the right wrist. Why is it so? Mainly because on the left wrist, it is nearer to your heart. That is why it is more effective. Now, the second thing is that why do you need to wear it on the nose? Because there is the thing which most people do not like to wear, okay? Because they feel very uncomfortable and it doesn't look good at all. Now, in actual fact, it is very important for you to wear it on the nose, mainly due to two reasons, okay? Two reasons. First reason, now your nose actually contains a lot of fine capillaries. Now, by wearing on the nose every day, the light energy through all the capillaries in your nose, it can be dispersed throughout your whole body faster. That is why if you wear this IM laser together with the wrist and nose together, the efficacy is actually double as compared you just wear it on your wrist. Now, that is the first reason. The second reason is actually even more important. Now, whenever you wear it on the nose, the light energy is directly penetrated to your brain cell. Now, we all know that out of so many cells inside our body, the brain cell is the most special cell. Why? Because according to the research, once your brain cell is gone, it is very difficult to regrow again. That is why whenever you wear it on your nose every day, it actually helps to activate the functions of your brain cell, protect your brain cell, and in long terms, if you wear on the nose, it will actually helps to prevent a lot of health issues such as Alzheimer's disease and things like that. At the same time, every time you wear it on the nose, it also helps to enhance the function of all the nerves on your face as well, inclusive of the eyes, nerves, ears, and everything. That is why I always tell people, regardless of how busy you are, let's say if you're using IM laser 3 times per day, if you're outside, it is not convenient for you to wear on the nose, it's okay. But at least one day you need to wear it on your nose once, at least once per day. Okay, even those people who are elderly people who are having poor memories, in long term, if you wear it on the nose, they will realize that their memories also improve. Now, the second thing is that IM laser, you will need to wear it on your left wrist. Now, if you look at this IM laser, altogether there are 5 apertures. 4 in a row, 1 individual by itself. Now, if you wear it on the left wrist, this 4 is actually targeting at the blood pulse. You know, if you went and see any Chinese physician or even Western doctor, how do they read your pulse? 4 fingers here, okay? Now, there are 3 reasons why this is targeting at your blood pulse. The first reason is, now, if your blood inside your body is too thick, it's all stick together. Now, through this particular blood pulse point, when the light energy, photons, light energy is penetrated into your blood pulse, into your skin, into your bloodstream, it will help to disperse all your sticky blood into individual. That is why it actually helps to reduce your blood viscosity. That is the first reason. Okay. Second reason, through this particular blood pulse point, when the light energy is penetrated into your skin, into your bloodstream, all this energy will be absorbed by your red blood cell, like those nutrients and oxygen. It will be carried throughout your whole body by the red blood cell. Whenever there is any cell that comes in contact with this, start to absorb this energy, this will actually create a biophotomodulation inside your body, which in terms will help to increase the production of ATP energy. As I mentioned just now, once you have a lot of ATP energy, not only your energy level will start to improve, at the same time, it also helps to restore all your cell function, inclusive of self-growth, cell repair. Okay, and of course, the third thing why it is targeting at your blood pulse is because it will help your body to produce a very important component called nitric oxide. Now, nitric oxide plays a very important role in your body, a lot of important roles. Okay, for example, let's say you do not have time to do exercise. Now, with a lot of nitric oxide produced inside your body, what will happen is that automatically it will help to improve your circulation as well. Okay. Number two, nitric oxide is also responsible for anti-inflammatory action inside your body. And at the same time, nitric oxide will help to soften your vessel as well. That means increase the what you call it elasticity of your capillaries or veins or arteries inside your body. Yeah, so that is why this particular 4 points is actually targeting at your blood pulse. What about this individual point? Now, this individual point, whenever you wear it on your left wrist, this individual point is actually targeting at your one of the key acupuncture points or key meridian points called Nei Guang. Okay, altogether in your body, there are actually 361 key acupuncture points. Now, if you talk about a lot of acupuncture points, how many acupuncture points are there inside your body? There are a lot. Okay, but the key one, actually, there are 361. And of course, all these acupuncture points is actually dispersed throughout your whole body. It is all linked together like a network. That is why whenever you wear this IM laser, this particular point is targeting at your Nei Guan point. And once the energy goes into this Nei Guan point, it will start to push through the whole body and start to stimulate the rest of your acupuncture point. Okay, improve the flow of the qi inside your body. Okay, now according to research, it is proven that if you use cold laser technology to do acupuncture, it is actually 50 times faster than you use a needle to do acupuncture. That is why for a lot of people, if they use IM laser for a certain period of time, sometimes you might feel a certain ticklish feeling running through your whole body. That is actually the acupuncture. That is actually the flow of the energy. Okay, and of course, the third thing is that this IM laser actually comes with magnet as well. Now, if you look at these particular pictures, you can see two red dots here. Okay, this dots actually indicates where the magnet is built in. Okay, the place where the magnet is built in. Now, if you want to test whether there's any magnet, very simple. You just take a paper clip. It will clip here. Okay, it will stick here. Okay. Now, if you look at this magnet, it is actually targeting at your blood pulse. Okay, your blood pulse is running through in the middle. Now, why? That is because the magnet therapy, it is proven that it can further enhance circulation and reduce your blood viscosity. Now, even today, if you let, for example, let's say you just after using, after a treatment of 30 minutes, the machine is, the device is off, you still wear the device in the same position without taking it off, the magnet is still continuously doing the job of improving your circulation and reducing your blood viscosity. This is exactly how IM laser works. But what is the science behind this IM laser? The science is actually related to light. Okay. Now, if you look at IM laser, the device itself, the light that is given off by this IM laser is actually 650 nanometer wavelength of light. Now, if you talk about this wavelength, this particular wavelength of light, you can find this wavelength of light under the sun as well. We know that the sun actually contains three major types of light. The first type, we call it the UV light, Okay, the second type, we call it the visible light. Okay, different wavelength will have different colors. This is the category. And of course, if you look at a very good example of visible light is actually the rainbow. That is why for the rainbow, you can see all this color in the rainbow. And of course, the third type of light is called the infrared lights. Different wavelength, always 700 and above nanometer wavelength of light. Okay, if you talk about this, the light that is given off by IM laser is 650. 650 actually falls under the visible light. And 650 is in red color. What is so special about this wavelength of light? The scientist has proven that under this particular wavelength of light, all living organisms will survive and grow. They even proved that this particular wavelength of light can create the photobiomodulation in our body, in which it will help your body to produce all the components such as the ATP energy, nitric oxide, and things like that. Okay, so they even call this wavelength of light the light for life. Now, IM laser give off 650 nanometer wavelength of light. Is it sufficient enough? No, it is not. Still not sufficient enough. Okay, you still need the laser technology to create the penetration so that it can penetrate this particular wavelength of light, the energy of this wavelength of light into your skin at least 5 to 6 centimeter. One of the easiest way to let you see the penetration power is actually whenever you wear this nostril line into your nose, you always can see the light very clear. Now, why do you see the light very clear? Not because your the skin on your nose is not thick enough, not because of that, but rather because of the laser technology that create the penetration. That is why it is you can see the light, red light very easily. Now, as I mentioned just now, with the 650 nanometer wavelength of light and with the laser technology, that is why whenever you wear this IM laser, the light energy can be penetrated into your skin 5 to 6 centimeter into your bloodstream. As I mentioned just now, once all this energy goes into your bloodstream, it will be absorbed by the red blood cell inside your body, and it will be carried throughout your whole body by the red blood cell. Whenever the energy is transferred to all the cell inside your body, the cell will actually this will actually create a photobiomodulation effect, in which it will help all the cells inside your body to produce more ATP energy, nitric oxide, as well as ROS, reactive oxygen species. That is actually the whole science behind this IM laser. Okay, and of course, if you use this IM laser every day 3 times per day, what are the benefits? Of course, there are a lot of benefits, but today I'm only talking about the key one. Number one, as I mentioned just now, it will help your body to produce a lot of ATP energy. Once there's a lot of ATP energy, all your cell will start to restore its own function, inclusive of self-growth, cell repair, as well as cell absorption. Okay, let me just give you a simple example to illustrate what I have mentioned here. Okay, one of the simplest example is that how to prove that it actually works, the ATP actually works. Okay, now very simple example. Those people who are having high sugar level, under medication. Now, for those people who are under medication for high sugar level, the main purpose is actually to control their sugar level, Now, for this type of people, when they start to use IM laser for the first time, After using usually for 3 to 7 days, they will usually experience a certain drop, sudden huge drop in their sugar level. Now we know that if the sugar level start to drop too low, it's not good, because the person will start to shake, or even some will faint. Now, the question here is, why does this happen? Okay, now if this does happen, what should you do? Okay, now the reason why there's a certain huge drop in your sugar level is because once you start to use IM laser, a lot of ATP energy is produced inside your body. Now, once there's a lot of ATP energy, your cell absorption suddenly becomes better. That is why whatever medication that you are taking that control your sugar level, the efficacy becomes double. That is why you will experience a huge drop in your sugar level. And the solution is, if it does happen, if those people who are taking medication for diabetic, if this does happen, very simple. What you need to do is just reduce your medication by half, but don't stop your medication. Your sugar level will go back to its normal level. Okay, now the reason why I'm giving this example is just to prove to you that it does work, it does restore your cell functions. Okay, now the second benefits that you will get by using this IM laser every day is actually it will help to improve your circulation. Why it improves your circulation? Because of the nitric oxide produced. Okay, now even today, if a person, if you are a very busy person, you do not have time to do your exercise every day. Now, by using this IM laser every day, 3 times per day, with a lot of nitric oxide inside your body, automatically it will help to increase your circulation, improve your circulation, or even increase your metabolism rate, metabolic rate. Yeah, that is why we all know that a lot of our health issue is actually related to this circulation. Once it can resolve your circulation, actually it will help to restore your health as well as prevent a lot of health issues. Okay, so the second benefit is actually it will help to improve your circulation. The third benefit is that with the restore of cell function, with the improvement of your circulation, as well as the what you call it, the acupuncture treatment, by enhance the flow of your qi, for those people who are having health issue as well as even injuries, by using this IM laser, it actually helps to accelerate your healing process as well. And for this IM laser, if you use it daily, every day, it actually helps in anti-inflammatory action as well. It is very effective. Now, according to the research, if you use cold laser to deal with your inflammation, you can actually see the result within 24 hours. Okay, mainly why cold laser is so effective in dealing with anti-inflammatory inflammation. Why it is so effective in dealing with inflammation, mainly because of nitric oxide again. Okay, now let me just give you a simple example you can always try at home. Now, the simplest example is that if you do have any sore throat, now sore throat is due to inflammation. Now, if you do have any sore throat, what you can do is that you just take this IM laser, switch it on to intensity of 4. Okay, intensity of 4. This is how intensity of 4 will looks like. It won't blinks. Okay, it won't blinks. Okay, now this is the strongest. Now what you do is that you just put it on your throat. Do a treatment of 30 minutes. After the 30 minutes, immediately you yourself will feel the difference on your throat. Okay, you yourself will feel the difference on your throat. Okay, what else inflammation that you can it can helps very fast one. One of the things is that arthritis. Now arthritis is actually talking about the joint inflammation. Okay, Now, a lot of people that are suffering for arthritis, usually the joint, there will be pain inside in the joint. And also at the same time, sometimes the arthritis is so serious that you can hardly open out your fingers as well. So what you can do is that you can actually switch it on to intensity of 4. Okay, you place it directly on where the joint pain is, arthritis is. Now, depends on how serious it is. Usually 2 to 3 treatments, you will see the improvement already. Even for the knee pain for elderly people, why do they have knee pain? Mainly because of lack of cartilage. And once there is no cartilage, when you walk, your bone actually rub against each other, and as a result of that, inflammation built up. What you can do is that you switch it on to intensity of 4, you place it directly on where the pain is. And if it is very serious one, you just do a few times, it will help to resolve your pain. Okay, that is why this IM laser is actually very effective in anti-inflammatory action. And of course, it also helps to stimulate your nerve function as well. And one or another very effective thing, very fast result that can provide very fast result is actually pain management. If the pain is caused by inflammation or injuries, the result will be very fast. Let me just give you some simple example as well again. Okay, now if you talk about pain, headache, okay, let's say you have a normal headache. Now, usually for a normal headache, people will start to take Panadol and things like that. But if you do have IM laser, it can help. Now, what you need to do, switch it on to intensity of 4 again, the strongest. You place it on your temple, okay? Do a target treatment on your temple. And how fast? Usually a treatment of 30 minutes, it will help to resolve your pain, okay? It will help to resolve your headache. What happens if, let's say, you are having a headache, after the treatment of 30 minutes, your headache get worse? If your headache get worse, it is actually the sign of your body telling you you are not drinking sufficient water. Once you drink sufficient water, your headache will be relieved by itself. Now, what else? Migraine or stiff neck, what you can do is that you can switch it on to intensity of 4. You place it directly on the neck at the back, and you do a treatment 1 or 2 times. It will help to relieve your migraine as well as stiff neck as well. And of course, what else? Even those people who are having what you call that, women before the period comes, usually they will have those pain on their abdomen. Okay, what they do is that they will take a Panadol or Ponston to relieve the pain. Now, can this IM laser helps? Yes. What you do is that you switch it on to intensity of 4. You place it 3 fingers below your navel. The Chinese call dantian area, somewhere like the dantian area. You do a target treatment. It will help to relieve your pain. Even for those people, period comes, if you do that type of treatment, your periods will actually come even more smoothly. Okay, more smoothly. Okay, even though if you talk about IM laser, there are a lot of benefits if you use this IM laser. But the key one is still 3 of them only. Number 1, it helps to restore your cell function, inclusive of self-growth and cell repair. Number 2, it helps to improve your circulation, cleanse your blood, and reduce your blood viscosity. Number 3, it enhances the flow of qi energy inside your body. According to the acupuncture, all the what you call that, knowledge on the acupuncture, if the flow of qi is moved, then your healing process will be very fast. Okay. If these 3 things start to happen inside your body, if you do have any health issue, your own body will actually go through a self-healing process by itself. Now, why? Because the scientist has proven that the best doctors in the world for your own body is actually your own body. As long as you give your body the right nutrients, the right energy, it can do wonders. Okay, that is the whole concept of IM laser. Okay. And of course, this is just to show you now. If you take out your blood, you put under the microscope, if it is all sticky, it's all stick together. Now, after using IM laser for 30 minutes, this is how your red blood cell will looks like. It will go into individual. It was dispersed into individual. Okay. Now we all know that if your blood is individual, it is more effective in carrying oxygen, nutrients throughout your whole body, as well as carrying toxic out. And of course, I always, if you do, for those people who are using IM laser, I always remind them again and again. Remember, if you are using IM laser, remember you must drink a lot of water. Well, you must drink. The best way to use IM laser is drink a glass of warm water before the treatment, and after the treatment, you drink another glass of water. Okay, water actually plays a very important role. Why? Because if your body is too toxic, number one, if your body is too toxic, after the treatment, it improves your circulation. Okay, it will start to discharge all your toxic. But if you do not have sufficient water, your toxic will be stuck inside your body. Your toxic cannot be discharged out of your body. That is the first reason. Second reason, if your blood is too sticky, it's all stick together, and after wearing IM laser, it will help to disperse into individual. But if you do not drink sufficient water inside your body, your red blood cell will start to stick back very fast again. Okay, that is why water will actually prolong the process of your blood sticking back together. Okay, number three, if you use IM laser, it will help to increase your metabolism rate. Now, if it starts to increase your metabolism rate, usually you will feel your body temperature will start to increase as well. That is why you need water to actually cool down your body temperature. Okay, so remember, the best way to use IM laser is actually drink a glass of water before you use it, and after the treatment, drink another glass of warm water. Yeah, and of course, this is just to show you how effective this IM laser deals with this inflammation. There are actually two cases here. The first case is actually shin splits in the right leg. That is why if you on the first demograph that you see, now you can see a lot of yellowish or orange color. That is actually the sign of inflammation after injury. Now, if you use this cold laser treatment, after 24 hours, it actually clears off a lot of inflammation. Okay, this is even a much more serious case. This is actually a kidney stone removal operations. Now, if you after operation, definitely the first thing that the doctor will worry is actually the inflammation issues. Now, same thing happens to this person after the operation for removing the kidney stone. Now, you can see on the injury itself, you will have a lot of this red color or orange color or yellow color things. That is actually the sign of inflammation. But after using the cold laser treatment, after 24 hours, it actually clears off a lot of this inflammation issue, mainly due to the nitric oxide, the effect of nitric oxide. And of course, clinical studies have proven that if you can restore the production of ATP energy inside your body, not only it will help to restore all your cell function, it will also restore your 8 major body systems and deal with at least 80 types of health issues. Who actually says that? Definitely not me. Okay, this is the book that you can always take a look at it. It's called, can anyone see? Okay, it's called Laser Phototherapy, Clinical Practice and Scientific Background. Okay, this particular book is actually written by 2 doctors from US. Inside this particular book, it is all the clinical trials which have proved the effect of IM laser, and it is proven that it can deal with at least 80 types of health issues. Now, what are the 80 types of health issue? There are a lot of the health issue that it can help, ranging from very serious to non-serious as well. For example, if you talk about acne, acne is not a serious health issue, but it can help. Even things like arthritis, asthma, blood pressure, it will help as well. Even like cerebral palsy, it will improve the condition. Even for those people who are having depression or under a lot of stress, cannot sleep, by using this IM laser for the first time, for those people which I mentioned just now, definitely after just one treatment, you will feel very sleepy. That is actually the healing crisis, the effectiveness of this IM laser. Now, after using for the first time, if you do have any depression or lack of sleep, you will feel very sleepy. And on the particular night, your sleep will be very, very good, very well. You won't have any dreams. You will sleep very well throughout the whole night. And even diabetes itself, it will actually help as well. It will help to improve the condition. One of the clinical trials on this IM laser that has been done on this IM laser is actually diabetes. It does improve the condition of the diabetes as well. Okay, and even things like inflammation issue, low back pain, it will help as well. Okay, and of course, a lot of people do ask me, hemorrhoids, how do you use it? If you do have hemorrhoids, how do you use it? Now, a lot of people misunderstood that the fact that, for any health issue, even if you talk about kidney issue, the best way is actually do the target treatment. In actual fact, it is not correct. The best way of using IM laser for any health issues is actually by wearing it on your wrist and nose 3 times per day. That is the best way of dealing with your whole body system, as well as dealing with any health issue. Now, what about target treatment? Target treatment is mainly for the fast relief of pain as well as inflammation issues. Okay, not for the sake of improving your overall health. The best way of using IM laser is still by wearing on your wrist and nose. Target treatment is only for fast relief of inflammation and pain. Okay, so I hope you all understand the fact that even if you talk about hemorrhoids or pimple, if you want to get rid of it, the best way is by using the IM laser, wearing it on your wrist and nose. Okay, and of course, these are another parts of 80 part of the 80 types of health issue from the book that I mentioned just now. Even if we talk about circulation issue or even sinus, for those people who are having sinus, it's very easy to see. Whenever you plug the nostril line into your nose, immediately you will have a lot of mucus coming out. That is actually the sign of you are having sensitive nose or sinus. Now, this could be going on for a very long time if you do have a very serious sinus, but don't worry. Whenever you use it, let the mucus flow out, because your nose is part of the organs which will help to detox, okay? And of course, even stroke and all these things, it will help as well. Even tinnitus or vertigo, it will help. Tuberculosis as well. Okay, and of course, also Alzheimer's disease. And as I mentioned just now, the best way to prevent Alzheimer's disease is actually by wearing on your nose every day, and it helps in cholesterol and warts and all these things as well. And of course, this is the last part of the 80 types of health issue, inclusive of eczema, skin issue. Some people even ask, if those 1 or 2 years old babies or children, if they do have eczema or even asthma or skin problem, allergy, can they use IM laser? Now, my advice for all of you is that for those people who are for those children who are 9 years old and below, if they are perfectly healthy, they do not have any issues, they don't have to use IM laser. But for those children 9 years old and below, if they do have eczema or asthma or things like that, they can use the IM laser, but of course it's in different way. You cannot let them wear on the wrist and nose because their wrist is too small. You cannot plug it into their nose. So for those children 1 or 2 years old, how do they use IM laser? Very simple. What you need to do is you switch it on to intensity of 1 only. Normally for adults, you are using an intensity of 3. Now you change the intensity to 1, you adjust the time to 10 minutes, you switch it on, you place it directly on top of the navel, this is how children use IM laser. You place it on top of the navel, okay? It will still works, okay? And of course, for those people, elderly men, if they do have any prostate issue as their age, usually they will have prostate issue. The prostate is getting weaker and weaker, and of course, the tendency of waking up in the middle of the night to go to the toilet is a few times is quite common for a lot of men. Now, can this IM laser helps? Yes, it can. What do you do? Apart from wearing 3 times per day on your wrist and nose, if you want to improve your prostate issue, you can do an additional target treatment, intensity of 4. 30 minutes or 40 minutes is all up to you. You place it 3 fingers below your navel on the dantian area. Now, if you do that extra target treatment, it will, after at least using it for 3 weeks, that means daily, you have to do it. 3 weeks, definitely you will see your improvement in your prostate. The best way to see to judge the improvement is the frequency. You will realize that the frequency of you going to the toilet at night will reduce significantly. Some even become 0. Okay, and of course, even Parkinson's disease and things like that, it will help. But of course, Parkinson's disease, as I mentioned just now, you still need to wear it on your nose every day. Even sleeping disorder, it will help to improve your sleep. Insomnia, it will help as well. And of course, IM laser, not only for health issue only, but for beauty, it will help as well. Now, whenever you buy this IM laser, it actually comes with a facial cap. What you need to do is that if you want to improve your skin texture or even your skin condition, even things like getting rid of all this pigmentation, what can you do with the facial cap? You just plug it into the nostrils line, you switch it on to intensity of 4, okay? And of course, what you do is that before you do the treatment, you need to wash your face first. And of course, put on the cream. If you do have any cream, put it on. And after that, you just switch it on to intensity of 4. You just stick the facial cap on where the serious pigmentation is. How long? 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, it's all up to you. And of course, after you do it a few times, you will realize that the serious pigmentation that you had will start to fade away. Even if you want to increase the, what you call that, the elasticity of your skin, what you can do is that you can, after putting on the cream, after wash your face, putting on the cream, you can do a lift out, face lift out massage, okay? How long depends on yourself. Now, if you do it regularly, you'll realize that your skin is very firm, okay? So, IM laser, as I mentioned just now, not only good for a lot of health issues, help to improve a lot of health condition, your energy level as well, but also at the same time, it is very good for beauty as well, okay? And of course, as you know, now the hottest topic in Malaysia and in the world is actually the COVID-19. Now, a lot of people are asking, can this IM laser help the COVID-19 as well? What I know is that definitely it will help in protection against the COVID-19. Now, for COVID-19, the best way to protect against it is actually to improve your, is actually to boost up your immune system. That's the best way. Of course, apart from washing your hands every day, wear masks, that is only precaution. But the best way is still your own immune system. That is why a lot of people, even though they are tested positive, but their situation do not get worse because of their immune systems. Now, how do IM laser actually boost up your immune system? Actually, there are many ways that it boosts up your immune system. Okay, one of the ways is actually stimulate the production of ATP energy. Now, with ATP energy, cells are able to function very well. Even if it talks about your immune cell, okay, that is why it can actually fight against any virus or anything very effectively. Number two is actually it helps to improve your circulation. Now, with improving the circulation, it actually increase your blood flow, and increase your blood flow means it can discharge and carry all the oxygen nutrients throughout your whole body more effectively, as well as carry all the toxic out more effectively. That is why by reducing the toxic inside your body, it actually helps to improve your immune system as well. And of course, it reduces, the third thing is that it reduces the cell apoptosis. Now, cell apoptosis is talking about a form of self-death. Now, if there is a lot of active cell inside your body, less cell death, it is more effective in fighting against all the invaders such as the virus and bacteria inside your body. Okay, so it reduces the self-death inside your body, and of course improves the thyroid health. Thyroid health is very important in terms of for the immune system. Okay, why? Because thyroid health is responsible to produce the thyroid hormones T3 and T4. This T3 and T4 is actually the modulator of your immune response. That is why by using this IM laser, it actually improves your thyroid health. And of course, that is why it improves your immune response as well. Okay, and of course, it improves your liver regeneration. We know that the function of liver is actually to get rid of the toxic, and if your liver is not function well, it won't be able to sort out your toxic very effectively. That is why by using this IM laser every day, it actually helps to improve your liver function. Once your liver function is improved, your liver will works more effectively in terms of to sort out the nutrients and toxic. Okay, and of course, it stimulates the lymphatic system as well. If you use IM laser every day, lymphatic system is one of the systems which is very important for your strong immune system. Okay, and of course, it activates the stem cell. Okay, activate the function of the stem cell, and it decreases inflammation. Now, inflammation actually are responsible for a lot of problems in your health. Even heart attack and all these things. A lot of your health issue actually is caused by inflammation, not by blockage or anything, but inflammation is the one. That is why if you wear IM laser every day, it helps to reduce it helps to increase the production of nitric oxide. Nitric oxide will effectively help to deal with all the inflammations inside your body. That is why by decrease the inflammation, it actually helps to boost up your immune system. And of course, by using IM laser every day, it actually helps to increase the melatonin production as well. Melatonin production is very important for your sleep. a lot of people cannot sleep well because of the lack of melatonin, these particular hormones. But by wearing IM laser, it helps to increase the production. Okay, and of course, improve moods and stress and reduce stress as well. Okay, usually stress is the number one killer, number one causes that reduce the immune systems. That is why if you improve mood by using IM laser every day, it actually helps you to relax, improve your moods. That is why it reduces the stress level. Automatically, this will actually improve your immune system as well. Okay, and of course, for this IM laser, actually, for the past 1 year plus, we do have a lot of cases. Those having this COVID-19. There are two types of cases here. Number one is there are cases where people are our members, our customers, the whole family was tested positive, except her. Okay, why? Because she is the only one that is using IM laser. The whole family are staying together. The whole family tested positive, but she is the one who is tested negative for COVID-19. We even have cases where people are tested positive by using the IM laser. The recovery is very, very fast, very fast. We do have these cases. That is why IM laser is definitely can help to boost up your immune system and fight against this COVID-19, especially ladies and gentlemen. If you look at the situation now, the numbers are increasing again. So the best way to protect yourself, apart from washing your hands every day with sanitizer, wearing masks, the best way is actually to boost out your immune system. How to boost out your immune system? By wearing IM laser every day. Now, if you talk about IM laser, definitely it is very effective in proving a lot of things. The next question here is IM laser safer? If you use IM laser for a long time, will it cause any side effects or anything? What I can tell you is that IM laser is very safe and very not only effective but very safe. There is no side effects, mainly due to two reasons. Number one, the scientist has proven that the cool laser technology itself, if you wear it, there is no side effects. The only downside is that you cannot point the light directly to your eyes because of the laser technology. Number two, this particular device, IM laser, has goes through a very stringent test and has passed all the tests. That is why it is proven that this particular device, IM laser, is very, very safe to use. Okay, what are the things about this IM laser? Why you must choose our IM laser? Number one, mainly is because this technology itself is US patented technology. And of course, this particular device, US patented technology, and in Europe, we have this particular IM laser has go through a very stringent test. Even from the belt to everything, very, very stringent test, and it is approved and certified by EU as a medical device class 3R. And of course, the whole unit of IM laser is assembled in a factory in China. This particular factory is actually partially owned by the US. And of course, this particular factory has this very important certification called ISO 13485, which is the quality assurance for medical device. And this particular ISO 13485 is actually certified by Europe as well. And the most important thing is that this particular factory also produce locally a lot of medical device for hospital as well. That is why it is very genuine. And not only that, this particular IM laser, 3-in-1 combination of cold laser technology, acupuncture treatment, and also the magnetic therapy, this 3-in-1 combination. This IM laser is the only and first in the world with 3-in-1 combination, as well as this special spotting design. Okay, this spotting design. It is not bulky, but rather it is fashionable and it look nice as well. And of course, I would proud to say that this particular device, I think in Malaysia itself, it is the only one and the only laser wash therapy in Malaysia certified by Medical Device Authority. Okay, let me just show you further on all the certification. Okay, this is actually IM laser certification. This EC cert is one of the most valuable certification for this device. Why? Because it's not easy to be certified in Europe, and it is certified in Germany by this body called MedCert. Now, for any device, long time ago, it is quite much more easier to be certified for the products to be certified in Europe. Before 2019, in Europe, it is the medical, all these guideline, all these rules and regulation is only a guideline. It's only a guideline, okay? Or whatever requirement that is required by the Europe is only a guideline. But after 2019, it becomes more strict. Whatever requirement by the Europe has become a regulation. That is why for our IM laser, it is actually certified after 2019, and we pass with a flying color. So it is not easy. Now, in order for you to be certified by Germany or in Europe, whatever product you have, the whole product, you have to go through all the tests inclusive of on the everything, the parts here, the battery and everything, even the screen itself. And this particular device has to go through clinical trials as well. We have done the clinical trials on this product. Okay, so that is why we are able to pass and get a certificate to be certified by the Europe as a medical device class 3R. And this certification is different. This certification is also certified by Europe, by MedCert, the body. Okay, of course, this is the ISO 13485. It is actually based on the factory. It means that the factory, the whole product assembly line, from receiving all the parts and assemble and goods and deliver, all are compliance with Euro medical device standard. Okay, these are the two most valuable certification. Usually, if even in Malaysia itself, whether you can get the product approved by the Ministry of Health or not, it all solely depends on this certificate. Okay, and of course, this is just to show you. This is actually the production license for medical device for the factory that assemble this product. Okay, this is the operating license. And for Malaysia itself, we have this certificate of conformity. This certificate of conformity is for any products, medical device product, before you can register with Ministry of Health, you have to be certified by this CARE first. Okay, this certification is actually called Good Distribution Practice for Medical Device. It is a requirement by the Ministry of Health. Okay, every year they will send people to come to our office to do audit. Okay, on the receiving of goods, whether we comply with whatever requirements of medical device and all these things. Okay, every year they will come and check. And of course, this is the medical device establishment license. For Ventros to be able to distribute any medical device, you need to have an establishment license. And this is the product license itself, okay? So if you go to any MDA website, you just type in IM laser, the whole information will actually come out, yeah? So this IM laser is the one and only laser watch that is certified and approved by Ministry of Health in Malaysia. I'm very confident to say that, okay? In other words, whatever that we have done everything we can to ensure the safety of this product, okay? To ensure the safety of this product, so that you can use it without have to worry about the safety itself and everything. Yeah, and of course, this particular product itself, IM laser, have quite a good history. In year 2019, we actually took this product and participate in this exhibition of new inventions in Geneva, Switzerland. Now, every year in Europe, they will held this exhibition called Exhibition of Invention. The purpose of this exhibition is actually for those people or companies or university from worldwide, if they do have any new inventions that they want to showcase, they can actually showcase in these inventions. Now, if you want to go to Europe to showcase your product in Europe, number one, it has to be certified by Europe first. Okay, it has to be proven that it is safe, it is effective, won't cause any harm. Then only then they will allow you to go and exhibit, to showcase your product in this exhibition. Now, in 2019, the factories on behalf of Ventros took this product to Geneva, Switzerland, and showcase showcase it in this exhibition. Now, during this exhibition, there are more than 800 companies or universities throughout the world that came and actually showcased their new inventions. But for Ventros, it is our first time, and we are very fortunate to say that for the first time that we went and showcased this particular 3-in-1 sporty design laser watch, we actually, under the health category, we actually won the silver awards for this particular product. Okay, now again, the purpose of showing you all this is not to tell you how good our company is, but rather it is to tell you that whatever the products that you are using, IM laser is really genuine, well tested, very effective, and you do not have to worry about the safety itself. Okay, you can use it all the time without have to worry about anything. Okay, because what we have done everything to ensure the safety of this product. Okay, and of course, as I mentioned just now, IM laser is actually, what is IM laser? It's actually a 3-in-1 household medical device, an integration of Western cold laser technology plus the Eastern acupuncture treatment plus the magnetic therapy. Whenever you wear it on your wrist and nose, the main function is actually to do what? Number one, the main function is actually to help your body to restore the production of ATP energy. So that with enough ATP energy, all your cell will start to restore its own function, inclusive of self-growth, cell repair. Number two, it helps to improve your circulation, cleanse your blood, and reduce your blood viscosity. Number three, it helps to enhance the flow of your qi energy inside your body through the acupuncture treatment. If these three things start to happen inside your body, what will happen is that your body will actually go through a self-healing process by itself. Why? Because the scientists have proven that the best doctor in the world for your own body is actually your own body itself. As long as you give the right nutrients, the right energy, it can do wonders. That is the whole concept of IM laser. And of course, according to clinical trials, if you can restore your ATP energy production in the body, not only it will help to restore yourself, it will help to restore your 8 major body system and deal with at least 80 types of health issues. And of course, for IM laser, it is very effective. Okay, a lot of the health issue, you can see the improvement just after 3 months of using it. Some even, if you talk about pain management, you can see the result just after 30 minutes of treatment, especially the fast relief of pain and as well as inflammation issues. And the best thing about this IM laser is that it is very safe. What we have done is that we have done everything we can to ensure the safety of this product, and you can use it without have to worry about the safety. And the only downside is that you don't point directly to your eyes because of the laser technology. And the third thing is that the size of this IM laser is so small, like a watch. You can take it around anywhere, any place, and use it anytime you want. And the whole IM laser, one unit, the whole family can use it. And that is why we actually call this IM laser our 24 hours personal doctors. Okay, that is why before I finish off, once again, a reminder to all of you, for those people who have buy this product, if you use it consistently every day, 3 times per day, definitely you will see the results. Okay, and if you use it every day, you don't have to worry about the side effects or anything. It is very safe. Okay, that is all for my presentation today. I hope that through today's what you call that, the training, it will give you a more understanding on our product itself. And now, of course, it is open for Q&A if you do have any questions. Ladies and gentlemen, any questions for all of you? If you do have any questions, you can always write in the chat, and we'll take a look at it and we'll answer it accordingly. Or you want to speak to me, you can always raise your hand and I can unmute you. Yeah, now it's open for Q&A. Thank you so much. Any questions? Oh, okay. For woman, Jotan, for woman menstruate problem, you need to place it 3 fingers below your navel. Let's say your navel is this, okay? It's here, right? Place it somewhere 3 fingers. Okay, sorry, can you see me? Can you see me? 3 fingers. Let's say your navel is here, 3 fingers. And it has to be in contact with your skin. You cannot have cloth on top of it. It has to be contact with your skin. Yeah. Is it okay, Jotan? Any more questions? Especially like what I told you all just now, what I share with you all just now, IM laser is really, really very effective in fighting against COVID. This is my own testimony that I can share with you. One of my relatives is tested positive, okay, together with the friends. I think the friends went to some gathering, and both of them actually got this tested positive for COVID-19. And my relative, this particular person is actually is actually a cancer survivor. So his immune system is very weak. So what happened is that after he is tested positive, he has to be quarantined at home. Okay. So what happened is that immediately I took 1 unit of IM laser, let him use every day, pass to him and ask him to use every day. And of course, couple with what you call that, the CV8, okay. And surprisingly, his condition, he already start to have sore throat and all these things already. No what you call it, no taste at all. Okay. Surprisingly, just after 5 days, all these things resolved. Then after 1 week, he went for test again, everything is negative. Okay, the recovery is so fast. While the friends, the same friends with him that tested positive, after 2 weeks, is still not recovered yet. Okay, that is why I can quite sure that this iron laser definitely can help to boost up your immune system and fight against the COVID-19. Yeah, and of course, as I mentioned just now, there are also cases where people, the whole family tested positive, only one person tested negative because he is using iron laser. Okay, for those kidney dialysis patient, Teresa asked, for those kidney diagnosis patient who can only drink limit of water, how can they benefit from wearing in laser, as water is an important agent for it to work? Please advise. Okay, now kidney dialysis patient is quite a complicated case lah. Now, the kidney, usually for those dialysis patients, they cannot drink a lot of water. They cannot drink a lot of water. But what iron laser can do is that iron laser can actually helps improve the condition. Now, if you talk about improving the condition, could be one of the key could be if you use it regularly, it will help to restore your kidney function, even though not 100%, but at least improvement in your kidney condition. If it is not, your kidney is not removed lah, okay. Now, even if at the starting off, my recommendation is for those kidney patients, even though they cannot drink a lot of water, but at least you leave a certain amount of water for you to drink after you use your laser treatment, or laser therapy. And even though for those patients, if their kidney is completely removed, by using IM laser, number one, it will still helps to improve the overall body condition, especially energy level. Now, usually for those people who are having, who do kidney dialysis, usually after the dialysis, definitely they will feel very weak. Now, we have cases, kidney dialysis patient, we have cases where after the dialysis, they still have the energy to go for jogging because of using IM laser every day. And of course, as a person for kidney dialysis patient, if you use IM laser every day, it will help to improve your sleep, improve your appetite as well, and things like that. Now, in terms of even kidney dialysis patient, usually they will have more complications, like they will have high blood pressure or sugar level, and they even take medication for that. Now, by using IM laser every day, it will help more or less to discharge some of the toxic of medication from your body, even though it might not be 100%, but at least reduce the side effects of your medication that will even worsen your body condition. That is what I understand about the kidney dialysis patient. Okay. Now, if water is suffer from numbness on the toe, okay, Teresa, for the kidney is okay. Now, once if the doctor says that for the kidney patient, if there's an improvement in the kidney condition, you can increase the water. You drink more water from that. That's why kidney, you have to monitor the situation all the time. Okay, another question from Teresa is that patient is suffering from numbness on the toe. Numbness on the toe, of course, if the numbness is caused by poor circulation or even and things like that, it will be able to help you by using IM laser. Yeah, can help people who are having fatty liver. She has a big tummy, like 9 months pregnant. Fatty liver, if you talk about, it will help your liver to improve your liver functions and reduce cholesterol as well. But for fatty liver, if you combine with CV8, is even better. The IM laser, it will help to improve, but if you use together with CV8, it is even more effective because CV8 contains ginsenosides that will help to improve your liver condition. Okay, big tummy, like 9 months pregnant. We have a lot of cases who are having big tummy, but if you use IM laser consistently 3 days, consistently 3 times per day, at the same time, if you use IM laser, you will get hungry very fast because of the increase in the metabolism rate. You will get hungry very fast. And if you get hungry very fast, make sure you control your appetite. You don't eat anything that is contains a lot of carbohydrate, fats, or even fried food. If you just eat those fruits or to deal with your hunger, if you use it consistently for a certain period of time, it will help to reduce your weight one. Even if you wear it to do your exercise, together to do your exercise, it is even more effective because we have people who have done that and they lost weight. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Jordan. Yeah. Okay. Any more questions? Jordan says she lost 4.3 kg. Wow, she's very happy. Congratulations. Definitely for obesity, the overweight or obesity. If you use IM laser every day and control your diet as well, you will lose weight. Yeah. For best result, should weigh before or after meal. Depends on your situation. If you want to actually lose diet, I would say the best way is after meal you wear IM laser. And make sure you will get hungry very fast, but make sure you control your appetite. Okay, reduce those fried food. It is advisable for kidney patient to consume CV8. For kidney patient, you have to be careful a bit because kidney patient cannot have a lot of nutrients. Cannot consume a lot of nutrients. So for kidney patient, I will say they can consume a little bit, but not too much. Kidney patient, the best is still IM laser for kidney. Unless there's an improvement in the kidney after using the IM laser, then you can start to consume CV8. Otherwise, not encouraged to . Okay, any more questions? If not, then I will finish off the meetings here. Once again, thank you so much for attending this VOOV meetings with me. And of course, a gentle reminder to all of you, next Wednesday at 3 p.m. VOOV meetings, Mr. Ling is going to do a motivation talk. Okay. So remember to invite your friends and also make sure you yourself will be there as well, so that you will not miss anything good. Okay, so thank you so much, and we will finish off today VOOV meetings. We hope to see you next Wednesday again. Wish all of you have a good weekend and safe weekend as well. Make sure you wear IM laser every day. Keep yourself safe, keep yourself healthy, and keep yourself active as well. Okay, thank you so much and good night. Bye-bye. So we finish off the meeting here. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, everyone.